Hello, my co-highs. Hope you're all doing well. I am your host, Tyrannosenpai, and welcome to our breaking news coverage for Paleo Pines. Yes, the dinosaur equivalent of Stardew Valley and Pokemon, if they had a baby together, so to say. A couple days ago, Paleo Pines teased us with something. I'm gonna go ahead and play the little clip for you guys. So, if you listen closely, you can tell that it's not a dinosaur we've heard before. In fact, this is actually a new upcoming creature that the devs will be implementing. Now, before going into this, a lot of people assumed that this creature was going to be the Spinosaurus, and it would make sense. In the clip, you can hear, like, water splashing, and the sound that the animal makes is a very deep, rumbly growl, like the T-Rex. I'll go ahead and play that too for you guys. But the thing is, like, this sound is deeper and more guttural, so it's easy to assume that this could be Spinosaurus. But today, Paleo Pines released a new post as of recording this, and it reads out this: "Footsteps are a-comin' if you listen closely. A brand new dinosaur is on the way. He's quite excited, mostly. He'd really love to meet you, and he'd do so in a hurry. He wants to make a big splash, but he's got one worry. He hears your shouts of Spino, and it's got him in a tiz, 'cause though he wants to show himself, that isn't what he is." So the devs, the devs have gone out of their way to say it's not Spinosaurus coming. So, as much of a downer as it is, and as cool as it would be to finally have Spinosaurus and Paleo Pines, it's not coming yet. I highly doubt this game will not have Spinosaurus because of how popular and based on like how hyped fans are for it to eventually be in the game. It's got to eventually come to Paleo Pines. So, if it's not Spinosaurus, then what kind of creature is it? Well, if we take a look at some of the unimplemented creatures that Paleo Pines didn't put in the game, there's actually quite a few. In fact, we can probably check some off the list. So based on the sounds, I'm assuming we can cross off all the pterosaurs that weren't implemented, because this sounds a lot more hefty. And there are also clues here, such as making a big splash, or footsteps are coming. So whatever this animal is, it's very big. And so that leaves us with two other options. And one of them is likely a sauropod. Paleo Pines did at one point want to implement sauropods in the game. The list I'm looking at has Apatosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Diplodocus, and a Margosaurus. None of these are in the game, but there are models for them, and concept art of them does exist. So I wouldn't be surprised if this turned out to be one of these guys. Personally, I would think a Margosaurus, just as like a way to introduce sauropods, because a Margosaurus is the smaller one of these guys. But there is another clue here, making a big splash. And then if we listen to the teaser, there is the sound of water. So what if this new creature is not, in fact, a sauropod or even a dinosaur? There is one other creature that was not implemented in the game, and that is Sarcosuchus, the giant Eosuchian of myth and legend. It would be kind of cool, actually, to have a crocodilomorph in the game at last, and it would be unique. And also, I would like to know what its mechanics would be. Being a semi-aquatic, maybe it's one of those animals that could swim. Or maybe, like, with this new creature, we could finally see, like, some sort of implement of, like, the swamps where Pippin comes from. This would be the way to do it. Like, have a semi-aquatic like Sarcosuchus that would allow us to swim through the rivers and lakes in Paleo Pines. That would be interesting. And those are just the unimplemented creatures we're looking into as a theory. But what if it's something else? What if it's a dinosaur or creature that wasn't mentioned? If that is the case, my safest bet would be something like Suchomimus. It is a big theropod, and from the sounds that we heard in the teaser, it does sound like the animal is quite large, and the water would also give it away as a sign that maybe it's a semi-aquatic, so Suchomimus would fit that bill. Whether or not it's Suchomimus, I don't know. I'd never really heard any plans for implementing a Suchomimus, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing that's going to be coming to the game. But if I was to make a bet, I'm going to place my money on Sarcosuchus. It makes sense. It's a totally unique creature. It's not a theropod. It's not even a dinosaur. It's a crocodile-like reptile. I think this is the safest bet, but we do know when it's coming. It will be in the game in May 29th, literally 1 week away from now. So on May 29th, we'll get the reveal of what kind of creature this animal is going to be. Anyway, that's all the news I really wanted to cover. There's not really much else, but honestly, I'm really excited about the implementation of a new creature in the game, because that means chances are there's going to be more of them in the future, and I'm all the more excited about that. So this is where we're going to leave the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe today, hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything new. All of my links are in the link tree in the description down below, and until next time, this is Tyrannosaurus signing off. Alrighty then, take care now. Bye-bye then.